The seniors at the Riesbach Gymnastics Society in Zurich moved to the groove under the enthusiastic instruction of group leader Peter Schildknecht. They train together every Thursday evening. Many of them have been in the society for years.
I come from a family of gymnasts. My father was an association monitor, and for me, no other sport existed apart from gymnastics. And senior gymnastics keeps me going. I've been doing it since I was a child, for 65 years. There didn't used to be anything else on offer, not even football, just gymnastics.
A good gymnast is a good soldier. That was the motto in the early days. The army spirit that prevailed in gymnastic societies was a way of disciplining young men. Group leader Peter Schildknecht has been in the society for almost 68 years. He's published a number of illustrated books on the theme. He remembers the old days very well.
It used to be called marching and free bending. At a league competition, we generally had to use the apparatus, mostly bars and rings. Then there was marching and free bending. So it was group bend right, group bend left, straight ahead, march.
These old methods continued for a surprisingly long time. But things came to a head in 1961 at the International World Meeting of Gymnasts in Stuttgart, Germany. The Swiss section of gymnasts stood out because of the loud commands and the unusually strict marching. They even synchronized the application of gym chalk. This was post-Nazi Germany, and some people in the audience thought the discipline and drill was an uncomfortable reminder of recent history. As a result, the Federal Gymnastics Association was forced to take a new turn.
First, we're going to stretch out our shoulders. You know this from our first exercise, the famous Schlaghalter. Then sideways out.
In the mid-70s, the famous top gymnast Jack Guntart became a public hit with his TV series Fit with Jack. And then in the 80s, a new trend from the US conquered the world: aerobics. All manner of fitness styles popped up: spinning, Pilates, Zumba. At the same time, individual sports activities like jogging and cycling took a hold. Are the old gymnastic societies relevant nowadays? This theme was researched by sociologist Markus Lamprecht. He analysed the development of sports associations over the past 30 years.
It was always assumed that in the mid-90s, societies were going to be in crisis and that they would lose lots of members. What's incredible is how well they've managed to keep it together. Over the past 20 years, a quarter of all Swiss have been members of a gym society, and that still holds true.
This sustained enthusiasm was recently witnessed at a gymnastics festival in Biel. 60,000 people took part. Apart from the classic disciplines, visitors were able to marvel at the different styles of the many different gymnastic societies. Modern sport trends were integrated long ago. This is probably why the societies have so many active members, around 300,000, more than half of them women.
For many years, it was assumed that in this individualistic society, people would want to do things on their own, to be flexible, to be free of commitments. But, interestingly, doing something with colleagues, being together, the community, is very important, even in an individualistic society. And doing things together, that's what gym societies are all about.
Movement and fun in a group. For the members of this society, it's the main reason why they come here to do sport every week.
The society is, of course, a meeting place for people seeking social contact. That's quite clear. And of course, the after-gym drinks are just as important as what goes on before.
So the role of gym societies is not to be underestimated. They're still getting the public moving, just like in the old days.